Hello paper crafters, I'm Sunny Sky and today we are making a card using the Sending Sunshine stamp set. This is brand new in the catalog that just came out in June of 2020 and we're going to do some neat techniques with some sponging.
Here are the cardstock sizes that you need for today's project. And for the Misty Moonlight layer, since we're going to also use a layer of Misty Moonlight in a circle, I've simply used the die to cut out from the center. Alright, I've got a scrap piece of cardstock here and I'm going to be creating the sunset. So I'm going to put a post-it note right about where the water line is going to be. And then I'm just going to start sponging. I'm using Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to sponge right up from the edge of the mask. And Mango Melody is my next brighter color, and I'm going to put that a little higher up. And I'm going to sponge it down toward the Daffodil Delight so that it will merge with it, but I won't cover up all of that. And then Pumpkin Pie is my final color, and that's going to be really my vivid orange. And this is the same color that we'll use for our stamped image of the sun that's going to go down at the edge of our water line. And then if we pull that away, we'll see a nice clean break on the horizon. And this is crooked, but it does not matter because we're punching a circle out of this. Okay, we're going to go ahead and stamp the lower part now. And I'm going to use the larger of the water images, but it really doesn't matter which one you use. I just want to make sure I've got full coverage when I do my circle cutting. And I'm going to try and get right on the horizon that I created there. Give that a minute to soak in. There we go. And then I'm going to use the pumpkin pie for the sun image. And I want to get that good and soaked up also. And you'll see that there's like a line where the sun starts and the reflection starts, and you just want to kind of line that up with your horizon. There you go, pretty good. And then we'll simply take our circle punch. I'm using the 1 3/4 inch circle punch to punch out. And you can decide whether you want more sun, more surf, which you prefer. And I'm going to take it off center just a little bit. And I also want to add some clouds. And there are 2 cloud images that come in the set. I'm just going to use the same one a couple of times here. And you can stamp off and get some additional color there. And then we will pop this up with some dimensionals onto the layer that we've got. Get this out of the way here. And I've used paper that I had something on the back of because that part's not going to show, right? Okay, here's my blue layer. Misty Moonlight, this is one of the new in colors. And we'll just get that right on there. It'll add a little extra dimension. Okay, now we've got our white layer. And I want to create a guide for creating this sort of ring of sunshine or flames or flowers or plants or whatever it is around there. And so I'm going to take the negative from the circle that I punched out of my sunset image. And I'm just going to mark in pencil. You could mark in pen because this is not going to show up. This is going to be behind the blue layer that's there. But then I'm going to do the leaves, and I'm going to make the stem kind of go along the edge of the circle. So the leaves are going to come out from the circle. And then I'm going to turn it, and I want to do about 5 of these sort of equally spaced around the circle. And this is in the Daffodil Delight. And then I'm going to go into my Mango Melody. And since Mango Melody is brighter than Daffodil Delight, I'm not worried about cleaning off that stamp before I re-ink it and put it in there. It won't hurt my stamp or it won't hurt my ink pads at all. I would not want to go from Pumpkin Pie into Daffodil Delight. And then for these brightest ones, I'm going to angle them out from the center of the ring a little bit, just to get a little different orientation on those leaves that are going there. And it's kind of messy in the center, but we're going to cover that up. So let's get our Stampin' seal here. Get some good coverage. And just on this part, you will want to make sure that your horizon line is straight. So let me line it up with my grid paper, and that will help me get a little bit straighter image there. Okay, I think I'm good with that. And then we're going to use the Sending You Sunshine sentiment and fit that down at the bottom here of the card. So you see, it did not take us very long to sponge out our sunset on this card, and the other portions of the card did not take that long either. Okay, we've got our Daffodil Delight full card, and I have pre-scored that. And if you want, you could add some more. Remember, we've got the pumpkin pie, so let's make sure we stick with the brighter ones. I didn't let it sit long enough. It didn't get a good impression there, but that'll be all right. Decorate the inside of the card. Add some adhesive and do our next layer. And this is the Misty Moonlight. And then we're going to add the embellished layer on the top. And that's it. That's our card with our Sending Sunshine set. And then if you want to add a little something else, you've got these enamel dots that you can use. And we'll use a yellow one, because that's our... Oh. Okay, I thought it wasn't sticky, but it is. All right, and I'm just putting the enamel dot right over the eye in Sunshine. And you could also add a couple more. Maybe I will add a couple more elsewhere on the card here. Sticking to my finger. Just add a little up at the top there. There we go. Kind of draw our eye down this way. So that's our card, and I wanted to show you another one that I did using the exact same technique. I used the same colors and sponged the cardstock, added the water down below that stamp set, and just did a different background here, sort of a color blocked background. So in this case, I simply cut a couple of pieces of Misty Moonlight and Pumpkin Pie, ran them through an embossing folder, and then just flipped them so that even though the Misty Moonlight is down here, it's up here on the cardstock behind, just to give a little color contrast to that card. So same supplies, same colors of ink, a couple different looks. So thanks for joining me for this project and our little alternate version today. And please give me a thumbs up on this video and subscribe to the channel. And share some sunshine with your friends today. Go have some fun crafting and send out those cards and make some joy.